Yo, if you've been wanting to get into IoT or tech but have no idea where to start, this video is for you. Elecrow sent me this Arduino UNO R4 kit that's perfect for beginners. It's packed with every component you can think of and comes with 26 lessons. I'm Jay Blanked, and today we're opening up the kit. We're going to set it up from absolute zero and walk through 5 of the 26 lessons. Whether you're a beginner or just need to touch up on the basics, keep following along. Now, before we get into the setup, here's what you're going to have running by the end of this video. Lesson 1, output control. Lesson 5, motion sensing. Lesson 16, proximity detection with a live alarm. Lesson 17, environmental data with conditional logic. Lesson 22, a fully functional 3-state warning system. 5 lessons, let's get into it. Now, the kit comes with the official Arduino UNO R4 Wi-Fi board and 26 modules built into a single integrated board. So there's no soldering. You've got a PIR motion sensor, a DHT20 temperature and humidity sensor, an ultrasonic distance sensor, RGB LEDs, a buzzer, relays, an LCD display, an IR remote controller, and 20 more beyond that. All the lesson code is free on GitHub. The links are in the description below. Now let's get this set up. First, take your Arduino UNO R4 board and insert it into the development board from the back. Now, before you push it in all the way, make sure all of the pins are lined up. There are labels on every pin position, so it's hard to get it wrong. Once it's in there, press it firmly until it's seated. Now, for the software, you need 3 things. We need Arduino IDE, we need the right board package, and the lesson code. Go to arduino.cc and download Arduino IDE and install it. Now, connect your Arduino UNO R4 Wi-Fi into your computer via USB-C. Inside the IDE, go to Tools, Board, and then Board Manager. Search for Arduino UNO R4 and install the Arduino R4 boards package by Arduino. That gives the IDE everything it needs to compile for the R4 chipset. Once that's done, go to Tools and then Board and select Arduino UNO R4 Wi-Fi. Then go to Tools and Port and pick your board's port. Now we're going to download the lesson code from Elecrow's GitHub. Remember, all of the links are in the description below. So download the zip, extract it, and you'll see a separate folder for every single lesson. There are 2 libraries that we'll need, but I'll call those out when we get there. So now let's start running code. Now, lesson 1 is the LED blink. And yes, it's simple on purpose. Every IoT device in existence uses this exact concept. You write high or low to a digital pin and something in the physical world reacts. This is the output side of IoT, and everything we build today builds on this. The code is clean. We define LED red as pin 3, set it as output and setup. Then in the loop, we write high for 500 milliseconds, write low, and then repeat. Go and open the .eno from the lesson 1 folder, hit upload, and it's blinking. Now, if your board isn't showing up, double check your board and port under the tools menu. Now, next up we have lesson 5, which is the PIR motion sensor. This pretty much detects body heat. We walk into the range, the LED turns on. We walk away, it turns off. Now, PIR signal on pin 9 set as input. LED on pin 3 set as output. In the loop, we read the PIR. If it's high, that means motion detected. The LED turns on and the serial monitor prints detected human body. If low, everything turns off. Now open up the serial monitor at around 115,000 is great. Then we're going to walk past the sensor. The moment the output flips on screen is your kit reading from the physical world and making a decision in real time. That right there is what IoT actually is. Now, if you're following along and finding this useful, make sure to subscribe. I've got a full IoT build series coming and you don't want to miss out. Now, our next lesson is lesson 16, which is the ultrasonic distance sensor. It's pretty much the same technology as the parking sensors in your car. Fires a sound pulse, measures the time it bounces back, and converts it into centimeters. For this one, go to Tools and Manage Libraries and search HCSR04 and install it. The code puts the trigger pin on 8 and the echo pin on 2. The loop calls measure distance cm and prints the distance to the serial monitor every 500 milliseconds. Get within 15 centimeters and the buzzer fires. Now open the serial monitor again, move your hand toward the sensor and watch the values drop. Below 15 centimeters, we get an alarm. Now, next up is lesson 17, and this is the DHT20 temperature and humidity sensor. And this one matters because it communicates over I2C, which is a 2-wire protocol you're going to see on virtually every professional IoT sensor going forward. Getting comfortable with it here pays off big later. Go into your library manager, search DHT20 and install it. This code initializes the sensor, reads both values every second, and formats them as a clean table in the serial monitor. Here's where it becomes a real IoT project. If the temperature goes above 30 Celsius or humidity drops below 40%, the buzzer triggers automatically. Now hold your hand over the sensor and watch the temperature climb in real time. Once it crosses the threshold, the alarm fires. Those threshold values are just variables at the top of the file, so change them for whatever your project actually needs. Now, for our next and final lesson, we have lesson 22, and this is where everything we've done today comes together. Intelligent temperature warning system with the DHT20 sensor, 3 LEDs, a buzzer, and 3 states. So below 28 degrees Celsius, the green LED is on, and this is our normal state. For the warning state, it's going to be in between 28 and 32 degrees Celsius, which will be represented by a yellow LED and a short buzzer beep. Now, above 32 degrees Celsius, we'll have a red LED flashing and the buzzer in full alarm. So this is pretty much a finite state machine where we have 3 distinct states triggered by live sensor data with both audio and visual outputs for each. The thresholds are constants at the top of the file, so they're easy to change. We have 3 states functions: normal state, warning state, and alarm state. The loop reads the sensor every second, checks the range, and calls the right function. Now, think about where this goes. You could add Wi-Fi to a push notification to your phone when it hits alarm state. Log the data into a dashboard, maybe trigger a relay to kick on a fan. The UNO R4 has native Wi-Fi sitting right there. So lesson 22 is your launch pad. Now we went from 0 to 5 real working IoT projects in one session. Lesson 1, output control. Lesson 5, motion sensing. Lesson 16, proximity detection with a live alarm. Lesson 17, environmental data with conditional logic. Lesson 22, a fully functional 3-state warning system. This is the foundation of IoT right here. Now, there are 21 more lessons in this kit: servos, LCD displays, IR remote control, relay switching, step motors, even a Morse code generator. The full kit link and the GitHub code are both in the description, and all the code is free. Which of these 5 lessons are you going to try out first? Definitely let me know down in the comments below. I'm Jay Blanked. Thanks for watching. Peace.